Welcome. In this video I'm going to talk about the 7 levels of consciousness. There's a lot of talk in spiritual circles about humanity going to a higher state of consciousness. Well, what exactly does that mean? There are so many people who are talking about, different dimensions, 5th dimension, 7th dimension, all that kind of, rubbish, I used to say. We are here on planet Earth, and hopefully your consciousness will be going higher. So what are the 7 levels of consciousness? Okay, let's dive in. Level 1 is about safety. This is base chakra. So all these levels of consciousness have to do with our strategy to be happy. Ultimately, everybody on the planet, we all share the same thing. We want to be happy. That's a universal drive of humanity. We want to avoid pain, we want to move towards pleasure, or rather to happiness. So that first level, safety, you will think of people who are in a war situation, people in Ukraine, Gaza, Palestine, Syria, name these countries. When you are in a situation like that, when your country is being bombed, your home is destroyed, there is no food, and you are in this war situation, all you want at that moment is to be safe. So people that flee their country, they come to a new place. What do people want at that moment? They're not thinking about holidays and being powerful. No, what they want is safety. They want to have a house, they want to have shelter, they want to be warm, they want to be food. And if they can just have that, they'll be so happy. So that's that first level. Safety, security, basic human needs. Level 2 is about pleasure. This is second chakra. So what happens, take that person, they arrive in, let's say, a safe country, Holland or England. They get shelter, they have food, they are warm, they are safe. For a while they'll be really happy, like wow, amazing. I can relax, I can get this stress, this fear out of my body. After some time they will start looking around and see the people around them like, oh, they are really enjoying life. They are eating nice food, they're having a nice car, they go on a nice holiday. I want that too. I want to experience pleasure. I want my life to be pleasurable. The second chakra is all about pleasure. Often people call this the sex chakra. Well, sex is one form of pleasure. This is about relationships, sensuality, the senses. Everything I just mentioned. Food, drink, nice places, nice experiences, nice holiday. And if I can just have that, then I will be happy. Now the marketing in the West plays into this. Just buy this and you'll be happy. That's what they are selling you. But guess what? It never lasts. Yes, when you buy something new clothing, new car, new whatever, for a little while you get that dopamine effect. Like, oh, happiness. A week later, it becomes normal. And if you don't watch it, you can forever get stuck into chasing the next high, the next new thing. This is marketing. This is what the whole capitalist society runs on. It's really good for the economy. It's not so good for you because you're always chasing after the happiness. Now people can get stuck on this level the whole life, especially in the West. These are all the influencers on TikTok, Instagram. Look at me, beautiful designer this, designer that, more bigger holidays, better holidays, new destinations. It goes on, and you can spend your whole life chasing that happiness by getting more. So, level 3, this is about power. That's taking that to a next level. Now it's not enough to have just a nice car. This is about prestige and power, being the best. Look at me. I want to have the biggest house, the best car, the best job. Make America great again. You see somebody like Donald Trump, he's all about power and the biggest and the best. He's also about safety. He's all the time, let's build walls, let's get all the terrorists outside and the people from Mexico because they're all scums, and which is rubbish. So somebody like Trump, you can see from this, it's about safety and it's about power. He thrives on power. He wants to be the most powerful and the best man. Now he's president of America. It's the most powerful man in the world. For a little while, it will give him happiness, but it's temporary. It won't last, because either everybody hates him, everybody wants to kick him off the throne, and he can't be president forever. What's he gonna do when he's not president anymore? He will fall in a black hole, because now that power base is gone. So it's a trap. That's level 3. Now the commonality of the first 3 levels is all, you're looking for something external to make you happy. That's not gonna work in the long run. You're never gonna get there. You're forever chasing to get all your ducks in a row, as we say. Everything to work out, and then you have this brief moment of happiness. And then something happens and you lose it. So when you shift to the 4th center, that's the heart chakra, it's all about love. But moreover, it's a big shift from looking externally for your happiness to you go inside. I want to feel love. Now the love can still come from external. I want to have a loving partner. I want love from people. That can go to a place of I want to be famous. And some pop stars you can see this with. They're chasing that fame. Okay, that's power center, but also that love, that adoration. You see, sometimes these lines get a bit blurry. But guess what? They become super famous, they are on top of the world. They get all that love and they're still lonely. And actually, my life has now become so difficult, I can't walk over the street anymore. I've lost my freedom. So it has a downside. Anyway, back to the heart chakra, love. You see a lot of hippie people reject the power. Power is bad. It's all about love. And let's put on flowers in the hair and woolly jumpers and skirts, and I'm exaggerating here. But you know what I mean. There you go, really soft, it's all about love. But in the process, people can reject power, because they look at power as what I call ego power. But if you truly love yourself, then you also step into your own power. To become weak and not be in your power, that's not an act of love, that's not self-love. So there's work to be done there. I think humanity, we are shifting at the moment from this power, from these lower chakras. We are collectively starting to shift towards the heart chakra. And loads of people will be still operating in these lower levels. Some people are shifting to the higher levels. And we're never like fully in one center and we're always there. You shift in different states. But roughly speaking, I think that's the move we are seeing at the moment. We're not an enlightened society yet. That comes later. Now, what happens if you really develop this love and you do all the healing, you work on yourself, and you really love yourself, you feel good about yourself, you are starting to reclaim your power, then what happens is you shift to the next level, the 5th level, which is about self-expression, throat chakra. This is about speaking your truth. This is about expressing yourself into the world, in whatever form that is. Just loving yourself is not the end station. Once you feel that good of yourself, you want to share your gifts with the world. And that can be a musician, it can be a painter, that can be whatever it is. It can be just in your job, where you are this really loving person helping others. It can be a carer, it can be a baker. But it's about you expressing yourself in the world, self-expression, throat chakra. And of course, this is linked to power, because if you're not in your power, then you can't express. Then after that, there's another interesting step, there's another bridge. If your consciousness goes higher from there, you go to the 6th center, which is about self-awareness. So at this point, you start to observe yourself. You disidentify from your body and your mind. All the centers below, you are kind of identified with your body, with your senses, with your mind. You are in it. And it's these dramas of these highs and lows in life, where sometimes good things happen, we're chasing the highs, we are rejecting the bad things. And it's this continuous drama that plays out, although we are starting to shift up. When you shift to the sixth center, you become self-aware. You disidentify from your thoughts, from your body to a certain point. You become aware of all these dramas playing out. And it's like you create a distance between you as the observer and the drama. So just by creating that distance, everything starts to calm down. So this is a really important step. So although on the sixth center there's much more peace, a lot less suffering, there's still a sense of duality. There's still a difference between you and the world. Finally, when you get to the seventh level of consciousness, this is crown chakra, this is about cosmic awareness, unity. So at this level you shift from self-awareness to pure awareness. There is just being. You just are. You're not observing anymore, you just are. And you are one with everything, you are one with life. You are life. And to a certain extent the personality dissolves, where you become one with everything. You shift from being the wave, and it goes up and down with all the drama, to being one with the ocean. You are the ocean. You are life itself, expressing itself through the body, through the mind, through all those sensations, the feelings. But yeah, at that point there is total freedom. You can say Buddhahood, enlightenment. That's a very, very high state. There's very few people in the world that will be on that level continuously. You might touch it sometimes in a meditation. I've been in that state a few times. I don't reside there all the time. Rough estimate, there is maybe a few hundred people on the planet that are truly here. It's very, very rare to reach that level. So I hope this is helpful. Where are you in your development? Where do you think humanity is? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.